Chicago Sky, y'all stink, bro. Y'all, look, there's trash and then there's trash. You know what I'm saying? But look, man, the Chicago Sky got destroyed by the Stud Buds. Everybody watches the Stud Buds. Shout out to Courtney Williams and Tisha Heiderman, man. Listen, Stud Buds stood on business today. Nafisa Collier stood on business today. They destroyed the Chicago Sky.
Angel Reese just handed out 9 turnovers like Oprah on a giveaway episode. Asterisk, you get a ball. You get a ball. And the Stud Buds. They didn't just show up, they stole the show, turning the hardwood into their own personal comedy club. This wasn't a basketball game. It was a live blooper reel with a scoreboard. If you've ever wondered what it looks like when confidence crashes headfirst into chaos, this was it. A full-on basketball roast. And the flames. Yeah, they're still sizzling.
Reese had 9 turnovers. You listen, y'all gotta stop with this point forward foolishness, man. Let's take a look, man. Hold on, man. Y'all be wildin', son.
1 turnover away from a triple W. Read that right. Angel Reese was on the verge of basketball history. Just not the kind you celebrate. Not the kind you hang in a frame or carve into a trophy, but the kind you bury deep and hope no one ever digs up. 9 turnovers. That's not a stat line, that's a confession. She was out there dishing the ball out like she was running a charity drive for struggling defenders. Asterisk here. Take it. You look like you could use a fast break.
Bruh, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Yo. Y'all gotta stop.
At this point, the only logical explanation is that the coaching staff's in on it. This isn't basketball, it's performance art. A full-blown satire on offensive strategy. Because let's be real, the moment they try to run any real action through Angel Reese, the lane turns into a traffic jam that would make downtown LA blush. You can almost hear the paint screaming, asterisk, please, make it stop. Every time. She plants her feet like she's settling in for a weekend camping trip. And as for the pick and roll, the only thing rolling is the ball straight into the other team's fast break.
In the entire WNBA and Angel Reese in garbage time. We saw it. Angel Reese last year against the Fever with like 2 minutes to go. She needed to, I think it was like 6 points and 3 rebounds. And she went and caught like 2 rebounds. And then immediately goes at Victoria Saxton 3 times in a row.
Yeah, so, instead of risking a full-blown offensive meltdown, the coaching staff handed Angel Reese the honorary title of facilitator, which is cute. If this were kindergarten, and not professional basketball, facilitator, as in, we don't trust you to finish, so just hand it off and pray nothing breaks. Because if she's not passing, she's bricking. If she's not bricking, she's flailing. And if she's not flailing, she's traveling both. Literally and spiritually to a place far away from the rim.
This is after this opponent gets close to her during a box out, grabs her by her hips, and hip tosses her, throwing her to the ground. She stands up, she walks over to this opponent, bends over, screams in her face, and flips her the double bird. That's the WNBA gold. We're gonna get into it. And the laughter. Oh, Angel. Oh, my angel, you're my darling. Angel. You've been playing well, Angel. I give it to you. You've been playing well. But every now and then, those stinkers, oh man.
It's not just about bad games. Anymore, this is starting to feel like the basketball version of a government cover-up. Nobody wants to say it out loud, but everyone's thinking it. Angel Reese isn't struggling. She's just bad. Not rookie growing pains bad. Not tough stretch bad. We're talking Y dash is dash, she dash, even dash, on dash, the dash floor. Bad. Garden. Gnomes have better footwork. Scarecrows have more secure hands. Yet there she is, jamming up the offense like a chewed-up piece of gum stuck in a vending machine slot. But bench her? Never. That would mean admitting the hype was hollow. That the PR machine has been masking a glaring issue all season. So instead, we get the Charadries, standing at the top of the key like she's directing traffic, while her teammates scramble around her like it's a fire drill. Spoiler, she's not setting up anything. The only play she's making is straight for the blooper reel. Sure, the ball's going somewhere, just not to the team wearing the same jersey.
Like, there's absolutely no foul in that. She gets a good whistle, jumps up, and then goes at somebody on the other team. Who's she go at? She goes at Diamond Miller, her former Maryland teammate. And, like, Angel's one tack off a suspension as well. And is like, anytime anyone gets into it with her, she's straight in their face. And I'm like, I don't mind that. But you just gotta be smart. To be fair, this guy sucks, so you might as well just go and take your, I'll say it.
The worst part. You can see her teammates adjusting to her flaws in real time. Watch the spacing. Nobody cuts near her, like they're dodging a black hole. They're not running plays. They're trying to avoid disaster. This isn't chemistry, it's damage. Control. For all the talk about leadership and grit, Reese has become an anchor in the worst way, dragging the team down. 9 turnovers isn't a bump in the road, it's a warning sign. She's not setting screens, not creating plays, clogging space, and feeding fast breaks to the other team. She's not a playmaker, she's a problem.
I thought she was turning her season around. Just when I thought Angel Reese was graduating from pretend basketball player to make-believe basketball player, the level where it's almost believable that Angel Reese is a basketball player. Just when I thought Angel Reese would pull through in the clutch and do America a favor. With a win last night against the Minnesota Lynx, Angel Reese would have become the most popular player in the WNBA dump. Well, Casey, that's simply not possible. Caitlin Clark will always be the most popular player in the WNBA.
You know it's bad when opposing teams want her to have the ball, like she's the weak link in a rusted fence. They bait her, beg her to touch it. You can almost hear the opposing coach smirking from the sideline, whispering, "Let her cook," knowing full well the kitchen's on fire and the recipe's a disaster, and transition defense. Let's not even go there. Watching her hustle back after a turnover is like watching someone jog in, flip-flops technically moving, but mostly decorative. The body language says it all. Frustration without urgency, effort without direction, vibes without results. Which brings us back to the coaching staff. They know. They have to. You don't stumble into this many offensive meltdowns and still think, yes, let's run that again. This isn't strategy, it's denial. They've settled for using her as a decoy, slapping the label of development on it, and praying no one looks too closely at the box score. And yet, the illusion continues. Post-game praise full of vague platitudes. Social clips trimmed just before the turnover.
I know why people are defending this. Let's get into it. Nneka Ogwumike, she gets up, proceeds to get boxed out, unable to move her opponent out of the way. Nneka Ogwumike retaliates, grabs her by the hips, throws her to the floor, stands over her, screams on her, flips her the double bird. Quinterly, Dallas Wings teammate being a good teammate, gets in the middle of the two, pushes Nneka out of the way like a good teammate should. Instead of saying, "Nneka, come here, let me get you a hug." No, get up off my teammate, girl! Get up off my teammate! Nneka Ogwumike can't let it go.
The whole operation is a masterclass in selective editing frame, the narrative just right. And maybe, just maybe, people will forget the scoreboard, or that the team got blown out while their so-called star tripped over her own momentum. Meanwhile, the rest of the roster players who can shoot, who do move, who actually know how a shot clock works, sacrificed on the altar of brand protection, because this isn't about winning anymore. It's about avoiding the humiliation of admitting a mistake, and that's the real tragedy. Angel Reese didn't ask to be overhyped, but now she's stuck inside the PR machine, spinning out a triple-double, made of hype, delusion, and denial. Some folks see double-double on the box score, and act like she just dropped a 30-piece. Triple-baked filet mint, but if you actually watch the game's eyes open, brain unnude, no, this isn't dominance, it's chaos. Sloppy, aimless, perfectly marinated chaos. Angel Reese's stat lines are like clickbait headlines. Flashy, dramatic, and almost entirely misleading.
I'm telling you, with a win last night, Angel Reese would have surpassed the Rue from Waterloo in popularity. Now, I am not saying that her dozens of aliases would have passed Caitlin Clark, but Angel Reese herself, she definitely would have. Going into the game last night, Cheryl Reed, the head coach of the Minnesota Lynx, she told the doofus duo who refer to themselves as stud buds, she told them if they lost this game to the Chicago Bravado, they would no longer be allowed to stream on Twitch.
Lads, Angel Reese is currently about to be suspended. She has 7 technical fouls on the season. And if this was last season, in a 44-game season, she would have already been suspended. She would have already been suspended. And it is genuinely one of the funny things about this is that her fans are arguing that none of the texts are warranted. They are all warranted.
Oh, Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards, out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard out of her.
What's up, y'all? I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter, or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick. How is she a professional athlete? Like, can we step back for a second and just analyze this situation? How in the world is this chick a professional athlete? She is, out of all the clips that I've seen, she is the worst basketball player I've ever seen.
Made some comments about Angel Reese.
Yeah.
You called her garbage compared to Caitlin Clark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I love black people. Mwah, 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 mwah. But I think sometimes we do play the race card too much. This ain't racial. This is about sports. This is about athletic ability. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at Caitlin Clark's game, who's very reminiscent of a Steph Curry based on her range and shooting the three, plus everything else she does. And then you look at Angel Reese.
Sorry, but I don't know who need to hear this, but Angel Reese gotta be the worst basketball player ever. She's the worst basketball player ever. Like, do y'all guys don't understand this? She only made 2 points with 12 rebounds. She missed a couple of shots and she missed a rebound, bro. She only made 12 rebounds. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4,